Hey everyone, have a here, bro. Video on Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle. In this video, we're going to be discussing the Super EZA to the STR Dokkan Festival exclusive Super Gogeta and the Int Janemba. So with that, if you're new to my channel, like, subscribe, comment below, do all that good stuff. Let's go ahead and dive right in. And they're wasting no time to get us these Super EZAs. It's actually surprising to me. Now, of course, last night they ended up dropping on the official Twitter X page for the JP version of the game. And as usual, it's the non-translated EZA information. Of course, it got translated. I wasn't able to provide you guys a video at that time, but now the data download happened, and JP has the data download, and Global is still with nothing. So, yes, we are merged and synced up, but not really. But yeah, we are gonna get these units at the same time. So let's go ahead and dive into when that's gonna happen. That's gonna happen February 4th. 9 o'clock p.m. Pacific Standard Time, so go ahead and check your local time zones for when it's going to drop for you. But that's 2 days from when I'm recording this video, literally 2 days from recording this video. And yeah, it's actually amazing to me that we are getting these two units so early, being that we all assume that we're going to be getting the Dokkan Festival exclusive Super Gogeta LR for part 2. And what they ended up doing for part 1 was the Super Vegito, and then the AGL and the Int Boo and Super Vegito ended up Super EZAing afterwards, but they're doing this beforehand. And it seems like, of course, we do have a ton of other EZAs going to be coming. So, again, really interesting that they're doing it right now, very, very soon here. So let's go ahead and break this all down. So let's start with the Super Gogeta. The Super Gogeta, again, we're using Google Translate here. Shoutouts to Dokkan.wiki for their websites. It's pretty awesome. Go ahead and check that out. Of course, the leader skills and everything doesn't change from Super EZAs. All we really need to worry about is the passive skill here. So let's go ahead and dive into that. So, of course, again, translation. So this is key +2, willpower +2 is key +2, attack and defense 200%. And I've been saying this a whole lot. That is seemingly the baseline for any unit coming out in the 10-year anniversary. Even beforehand, we were seeing a lot of attack and defense 200%. Attacks with great effect on all attributes. So that's basically the OG Super Gogeta effective against all types. Remember, this was the 1-year anniversary unit, and this was the most dominant unit at that time, being that it did give all key to all, all types. And then this right here was so strong at the time in terms of greatly effective against all types. Now we're just looking for crits, right? So you do have a high chance of critting on top of that. And then you always perform additional attacks, has a high chance of becoming a super attack. So nice base effect, much better than previously in the EZA. This is all it had. This is the EZA. This wasn't base information. This was EZA. Now we're super EZA. Attack and defense 100% when attacking. If you get a key on the second or third, so you're in the second or third position, you get an additional super attack, and that's awesome there. And then all allies key +2, attack 40%. So remember, this is a support unit in a sense with key initially back in the day, but now you're supporting with attack as well. With each rainbow obtained, attack 50%, attack and defense 50% up, and then crit up 10% as well. And generally, you don't have a rainbow orb changer, but you do have a lot of other units that can rainbow orb change. So if you can get 2 to 3 on here, you're gonna get 30% crit, along with this 50% chance there. And have the ability to boost up a little bit of stats. That's going to be it's going to be needed, right? So then every time you attack, 50% increase up to 200%, and then during that turn, damage reduction 10% up to 30. So kind of like a Super Saiyan Blue Evolution Vegeta with that damage reduction in as you attack there. That's fine. There's not super attacks, so I think this is easily built up. And then when there is a super class enemy, attack up 77%, and then guards, and then when guards with a high probability. So when you're fighting a super class enemy, you're not guaranteed guards, but when you are fighting an extreme class enemy, attack and defense 77%, guaranteed to crit and guaranteed all guard all attacks. So you bring this unit when you're fighting an extreme class enemy for sure. So red zone, this guy is going to be a problem for those individuals that are enemies in extreme class, and is a solid unit, right? A lot of damage. We're seeing a lot of need for that now, but I think some people are kind of like, oh well, he doesn't have damage reduction on top of that. It's like he does. He has 30 right here on the turn, and you're going to be running him on second or third position anyway. This is not a first position unit, you know, to say the least. So, you know, you might float this unit, but still a solid super easy A. Let's go ahead and move on to, oh, by the way, for the 12 key, you are lowering attack and defense. So if that means anything to you, let's go ahead and go into the Int Janemba. So the Int Janemba is a little bit more defensive oriented, and it makes sense, you know, being that this is more offensive than you have defense over here. Again, leader skill doesn't change anything. Key +2, attack and defense 200%, guards against all attacks, so that's guaranteed. And then you have a high chance of evasion. And then before you attack, 20%, so you have a 70% before. So you know, you definitely could use this in first position, 70%, and then have the ability to guard if you do. Don't evade, but they added, if you're in the first or third position, you have an additional 20%, which is wild, and then key +2 to all allies, and defense 40% up there as well. So I think this is a solid first position unit, right? You're going to have 90% dodge on that first attack, and then 70% with, then you're going to be boosting up a little bit here as well when you're under attack and defense 100%. You'll still have that 70% chance, and you still have guarding on there. Every time you receive an attack or evade an attack, 50% to attack, and then avoid enemies attack for 4 turns when special move is activated on it. What is this one? Hold on. Wait. For 4 turns, you get an additional dodge. For 4 turns, okay. So for every time that you avoid, for 4 turns, you're going to get a guaranteed super attack for 4 turns. Okay. I had to decipher that really quickly. When there's a superclass enemy, defense of 200%, and then greatly attacks with greatly it's a greatly affect all attributes. This is you know, any type, you know, effective against all types. So extreme classes, defensive up only 100%, and then effective against all types, high probability, so 50% chance. So again, this is the opposite of Gogeta, where you want to bring this unit against extreme class enemies. You're going to want to bring this unit in the scenario for superclass. So if you're fighting superclass like blue zone and stuff like that, this guy's not going to take that much damage, and he's just going to dodge everything. So if you like that, you're going to definitely like Janemba a lot more than Gogeta. I think there's a lot that needs in terms of damage. This guy's going to do a lot of damage as well, but I think Gogeta is going to do more, especially with those crit opportunities on there. But if you like dodge, you like guarding, and you like this is nice here with that additional super attack there. But I think all in all, damage, defense makes all the sense in the world, is kind of how they you know, created these 2 units on here. So I still think they're solid, super easy A's. You know, are they better than Buhan and Super Vegito? Here's the thing, they shouldn't be. All right, I think Buhan is the best out of the whole group, right? But these 2 units, even though they got super easy at first, these are older units that are technically have better kits even to start off with, right? And these are technically older units that you know, they're basically using their you know, their super easy now. So kind of keep that in mind as well. Sometimes, you know, for example, like Tech Beerus, he's a much older unit, and that's why he's so much better than a lot of other super easy A's. And I kind of feel like this is the same over here. So again, let me know what you guys think though, in terms of who's better. And I'm surprised. Are you guys surprised that it's going to be dropping February 4th, 9 p.m. Pacific Standard Time? Pretty early to me, but again, we have a lot more other EZAs that's going to happen. So with that, if you're new to my channel, like, subscribe, comment below, do all that good stuff. Thank you all for watching. Keep on Dokkan, and we'll catch you next time. Later.